18,000 of those copies are distributed throughout the local area, from Kamlaki all the way up to Goderich and inland, Clinton, Exeter, and working our way back down again and down into Park Hill. So, and then just over 11,000 are distributed throughout the province to bring people into us. There's a price tag on that, $23,000. The grandbendtourism.com website is a consumer-focused site. Our cost on that is $1,500 annually, so that includes domain renewals, hosting, the maintenance of it. We are pleased with the success the site has. We get positive feedback on it. People love the images on it. They find the information they're looking for. And we have, on average, 1.5 million page views annually, which is substantial. We represent tourism in Lambton Shores because of our unique geographical location, two destination marketing organizations, being the Tourism Sarnia Lambton and also the Huron Tourism Association. We also provide feedback and have participated in information sessions with both of those RTOs, RTO 1 and 4. The annual cost in terms of mileage and time involved in providing that representation is approximately $2,400 a year. Then we get into advertising and marketing. Now, to date, we've committed about $7,000 and we've spent $7,000. I do have some examples for you. We try and take advantage of all the free ones we have. So we register all of the events in the area, in festivals and events Ontario, but we are contributing to day tripping. We try and focus on the events that are happening in the area. This particular ad went in early in the year, around February. So we focused on the return of the Hunter Swans and Kane, Ontario. The next one, as we move in, will be studio tour and those kinds of things that are more date specific. We also are on the Summer Fun Guide and in their book. I don't have that book yet, but we have online and print. And with that, we have negotiated a banner ad. So we are promoting the beach, obviously, but also nature trails and hiking and the live theater here on Country Playhouse and those kinds of elements into the banner ad. I can pass that around. We're in the Blue Water Guide, which gets distributed. He distributes mostly throughout Huron and Lambton Shores and down into Sarnia proper and into Middlesex County. It's an expensive publication, so we only have a little squeak of an ad, but I can pass that around. And then in terms of our branding for the bigger guides, so this would be the Sarnia and Lambton County Visitors Guide, the Huron, the Ontario's West Coast Guide, and the Pinery Provincial Park Guide. I'll show this up and spread this around. You'll see that we have a nice image of a kid on a beach having fun. We're trying to appeal to families and bring more families into the area and be family focused. And we've got, I don't know if you can read it from there, but we're stay, play, dine, shop, golf, and live theater, all those lead generators. The swans are on the other one. Sean. And then we are lucky enough sometimes to negotiate freebies. So this is actually Homes and Land out of London. This is a real estate publication, and we managed to negotiate a double-page spread. We didn't have a lot of time to copy together, but I'm hoping to expand on this year, and the gentleman who publishes this will be doing 2 double-page spreads throughout the summer. So we're going to expand our focus out of, this was very quickly down and dirty put together last year. We only had about a week's time to do this. But this is the kind of thing that we try and negotiate, and every once in a while we get a nice freebie. So, you know, when you're on the lookout, sometimes good things can happen. We also provide in-kind support to community groups and events. So when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about we will sell tickets for, say, the Optimists Drive and Jive at the Welcome Center. We provide marketing expertise. We provide them with special event web pages on our site to help them promote their events. We'll do email blasts throughout our chamber membership and encourage support that way. We also have their flyers at our office and on our outdoor bulletin board. Then, of course, now we do that. That's free of charge, obviously, to the group who's fundraising or simply putting on events. And if we cast our mind back to the lead generator, festivals and events, those kinds of community-driven events are extremely important to this area in terms of the people it's bringing in for those events. AquaFest was just mentioned with the previous presentation before I came up here. Canada Day brings in upwards of 23,000 people into the area. Now, obviously, they're there for the fireworks, for the live entertainment, but they've got to eat somewhere and they've got to sleep somewhere. So, you know, they'll have to necessarily spread out from and find other areas. And then staffing costs, $20,500. This represents a portion of, say, my salary. We estimated that at about 40% of my time. Our volunteers, who together probably account for $7,000 worth of donated time through them. And these ladies have been around a long time. They're very knowledgeable about the area. They're a wealth of information. And of course, the summer students that we make use of. We apply for 2 grants in the summertime. One is through the federal level and one is provincial. And these are specifically for tourism counselor positions. And we never know until May whether or not we have been awarded a student. And I use that terminology because with all the cutbacks and increased restrictions on grants, it really does feel a little bit like, oh my God, we just won the lottery, we've been approved again this year. So this is sort of how we make tourism services available. I have to say, I think this is the minimum that should be done. I think there's a lot more that can be done. And so for us being here today, we're talking about the possibilities of moving forward with a municipality in a partnership type of situation where we need to sort of think outside what we've managed to do in the past and where we could be going. So the next screen talks about how much more could be done and highlight some areas of tourism services that are not being addressed. One of the biggest ones I'd like to talk about is travel writers. Travel writers, we will every once in a while get a call from a travel writer, and there is an expectation that when you host a travel writer, you provide them with free accommodation, free meals, you shop them around to all the different amenities and attractions in the area, and you provide them with as much research as possible. And we don't have the budget. But as an example, last summer, the Huron Tourism Association gifted us with a travel writer, and they actually put out $900 as part of their share of making this happen. And in the subsequent articles, because it's never just one article for one publication, these kinds of travel writers will do a number of articles, get published in a number of publications. The estimated print value was $79,000. So for a $900 investment, there was $79,000 worth of print value that came out of that. It's huge. When you're lucky enough to get one of these folks, it's worth every penny you can put into it. We have not had the budget to do that. It's something that together we could quite possibly make happen in the future and really brings focus. When people see an ad in a print publication, they, and quite rightly, look at that and go, oh, well, you know, that business is placing that ad and they've paid for that space. No. When they see an article that's been done from a travel writer that's saying, hey, go to this area, you can do this and this and this, it's fabulous, I had a great time, blah, 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 you will too, take your family. That is perceived as being, it is a legitimate article, but it's given more weight, say, in terms of the decision-making process for tourists than just a promotional ad. So there is real value to that kind of tourism service. The other type of things we'd like to be involved with would be consumer travel shows. There is a big one in London every year. We estimate the budget for that would be about $1,200 because there's a booth fee that you have to pay, and then of course getting all the materials together. Further print campaigns, contesting is really big. People respond to contests. You have to have money put behind it. right now, if we do anything